Alright, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support. Spirit, may we please have a reading for the collective for a daily reading. A daily reading for the collective. I've been instructed to do one daily reading for the collective and then go back to doing the signs for 2023. Okay. So I'm going to pull a card out of here and see what Spirit might be doing in our lives, or how we might move forward in our lives. Alright, Spirit, may I have a card, please? One card, one jumper from the pack, please. Oh, two. Alrighty then. Bottom of the deck. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. And I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere, and I am loving and lovable. Loving people fulfill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. And this one says, I radiate acceptance. I am deeply loved by others. Love surrounds me and protects me. What I'm getting from these cards is that somebody has made you've been in a situation, a relationship, or something with a family member or friend or loved one or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a twin flame or whoever, who helped you to see your beauty and to experience love wherever you went. Because at one time, you felt like the only place you could ever experience love was this particular relationship. But you have now learned that you're beautiful. You may have, not intentionally, but this person may have unintentionally made you feel like you weren't beautiful, like you weren't enough, and like you were alone because of this. Because you were different. You're different. You have gifts. You have gifts that make you seem to some people weird or strange. And unintentionally, or maybe intentionally, this person made you feel ugly and like your gifts made you weird, and that you should try and hide those gifts. And now you realize you're beautiful and everybody loves you with or without your gifts. And they love you with your gifts, and that you are experiencing love wherever you go. There's a bird's nest here with two blue birds in it. You could have met this person in the spring. You could have been pregnant with twins for some reason. And this nest is being held by hands. Nests are usually in trees. So something happened to this nest. This was your home. Something happened to your home where it had to be rescued, or the twins in this nest had to be rescued, or at least they had to try to be rescued. They may not have made it. And if so, I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, and then the bottom of the deck card says, I turn every experience into an opportunity. So you've gone through some tough times, it looks like, and you've learned that when you go through these times, that you can either let these times take you down, or you can turn them into opportunities for success. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. So yeah, you've learned a lot from this. whatever this is, that made you feel ugly and has taught you that you're beautiful and that you can experience love. This could have been a parent-child relationship. Like, you could have felt like you needed your mom to be a part of your life to make you feel loved and accepted and beautiful. And they never gave you that. And you had to learn that you don't need that person. Whoever that person was in your life, it was a soul tie, it was a soul connection. It was somebody who was a soul connection. It could have been a parent, it could have been a sibling, it could have been anybody. It didn't have to be a divine masculine, divine feminine. However, it could have been. It could have been. Alright, so I want to pull a couple of these and see what Spirit has to say. First, Spirit wants me to pull these. Alright, Spirit. How are you working in the collective right now? Whoa. How are you working in the collective? Courage. We always need courage. You're helping us have gratitude. Self-control. We're controlling ourselves. We're learning to be more kind and gentle. Those are beautiful attributes. And also content. So we're being content in whatever situation that we're in. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now, what do I want to know here, Spirit? What happened in the past to make this person feel like they weren't beautiful and like they couldn't experience love in any relationship unless it was that particular relationship? What happened? And that they turned opportunities, experiences into opportunities. May I see what happened that caused this situation? May I see, please? Sea Witch and Butterfly Garden. You look like you may have been abandoned when you were little. At a younger time in your life, you didn't have to be a child, but you could have been. You were abandoned. You love fish, watching them swim. You even like to swim in the ocean, I think. You get comfort somehow from being in water. You may be a water sign. And then the gardener. The gardener. Your dress is made out of a building, but you're a gardener. So you may live in a building where there's not a lot of opportunity to be a gardener. But you make the opportunity somehow to be a gardener. Alright, number 52, Sea Witch. Innocence, joy of play and wonder. This small mermaid is called the Witch of the Sea. Instead of a fish tail, she has a jellyfish on the lower part of her body. Her hair sways behind her like flowing tentacles. She holds a windmill in her hand, and the people She holds a windmill in her hand that propels her forward. A wide-eyed fish is her loyal companion on her ocean journey. She is young and uses the magic of childlike thinking to dance in the waves, marveling at the wonder of life. So at one time, as somebody younger, You had a lot more well, for some reason you protected your bottom half. Somebody could have sexually assaulted you as a child. Alright, number 48 is Butterfly Garden. So you may not have felt beautiful because this person may have told you, you're not beautiful. Nobody will ever want you. Or you may have just felt like nobody. Actually, I'm getting the feeling that somebody's mother told them that nobody would ever want them sexually because they were molested by a father or a boyfriend. Alright, number 48, Butterfly Garden. A woman holds a blooming flower on her hand as she gazes toward the sky. On her head sits a butterfly closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious if we would just take the time to notice them, be mindful of our surroundings, and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? And then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. So, you're a person who either does or doesn't take time to stop and smell the roses, to stop and see the connections. I'm not sure yet. Number 27, the gardener. Standing proud in a lush green garden, a woman holds a growing bulb in her arms. Two small houses spring from the plant, and her skirt is transformed into a house. She is the gardener of her soul, the caretaker of her home. Her feelings are the flowers of the garden. By taking care of herself, she keeps growing stronger. But sometimes uninvited guests invade the garden. Intruders like jealousy or shame. If we recognize these as neither good nor bad, but something to be investigated and accepted, we can treat ourselves with compassion and keep blooming. So this incident that happened to you as a child has affected you all throughout your life. And you still feel the shame. There could have been other siblings or other people involved that were not sexually abused, and they were jealous of the attention that you got from this person. I'm not really sure. This could have been you. No, this is somebody who was abused as a child. And I think now, because of it, you see other children. When you look at children, you can see that they also have been abused. And you've been building, you've been working, gardening, tending self-love, trying to show yourself self-love. And even though you show yourself all this love, intruders like jealousy, envy, they don't know what you had to go through as the sea witch. And that you have to see the pain in other people every day. And they're jealous of you because they don't understand you. But you have overcome that. You've overcome that by realizing that you are beautiful and that everybody does love you. People don't hate you because of what you went through. You understand that it wasn't your fault. And now you're able to experience love wherever you go. And you turn every experience into an opportunity. So you're turning these experiences of meeting these children who have been abused into an opportunity. Alright, let's see, I'm going to use the red deck. It's so hard to shuffle these cards. Alright, Spirit, show me how you're working in our lives right now. This is a very specific message for somebody. Thank you so much. The sun came out in reverse. So, Spirit is trying to help you to work on happiness, joy, freedom. And then we have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. So we're dealing with a fire sign. It could be a Leo. It could be a Sagittarius for sure. It could be an Aries. And then we're dealing with a Gemini typically. But it could also be a Libra or an Aquarius. Alright, Spirit, show me what kind of healing this person is in need of right now. What kind of healing do they need? You're a Phoenix rising. You're working on your self-love. You're working on your self-love. And I think part of this is loving your body when you're naked. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Like, your skin is beautiful. Your breasts are beautiful. Your hips are beautiful. But you don't see the beauty when you look at yourself without clothes on. And I think that you probably make love with the lights off. You may not enjoy sex right now because of what happened to you when you were little. This is you when you were little. You're rising from the ashes like a phoenix. You have help from above, and somehow you procrastinate. You're getting over that, though. You're starting to learn not to procrastinate. I feel like there's some kind of something you're being called to do, something you're being prompted to do, and hopefully this will give you some help. I know how to get that started. Let's see what we can come up with here. How can we get that started, Spirit? What's the holdup? If you could create anything you wanted, what would it be? Journal or sketch your creations on paper. Start to believe you have limitless possibilities to create in this world. So yeah, you need to start journaling and sketching. Maybe for some reason I feel you may be a photographer. And if you live like you've always lived, you'll get the same as you've always had. You must decide to make a change towards your dreams. Decide on what you need to change, and you will be rewarded with a new sense of achievement. Yeah, you're moving in the direction. You're being prompted by your spirit guides to move into the direction of service, because you are able to feel other people's pain when they have been hurt, sexually abused. Alright, why is the sun in reverse? Why is the sun in reverse? I need you to give me one at a time, please. Not so many. One at a time, please. Why is the sun in reverse? Alright, I'm reading them all in the upright. The Three of Cups. The Page of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands. Alright. The Three of Cups is a celebration cup. It's a cup of friendship. And I think we already mentioned that you have a lack of friendship. I think you have a hard time socializing with people, but you're going to make profit through group effort. And there's racial differences showing up here for sure. Somehow, there's either a dress or something that has little round circles on it. And they look like this. Somehow that's significant. Alright, and then there is a Page of Wands. A playful, honest relationship. A new skill or an investment. Or this could be a child. You could have been a boy. It could have been a boy who did this to you. Somehow this boy is involved in the sexual molestation of this child. Maybe they wanted to stop it from happening and they couldn't. Somebody had a child that they had to take care of, and they couldn't afford to take care of this child. So they had to go to somebody who was kind to them and showed them a lot of kindness by giving money to them. Very benevolent. And it could be that somebody's going to give to you and share their resources so that both of you can benefit. And you're going to financially back one another with teamwork. The sun is in reverse because I think this is what you desire. And this would give you, you recognize that it's time for you to be happy, to be encouraged, and that you deserve success and to be noticed. You're manifesting it though. Why is the Magician over here? Because there's hope. You've been carrying a heavy load of knives in the back, like people have strained you. You've tried so hard to help others, and you're financially under a strain. There's hope for your future though, and there's hope that your money is going to get better, and you're going to have recognition. There's hope for that. Spirit's saying there's hope for that. Judgment on the bottom of the deck. People have judged you, and you're going to choose a path that aligns with your talents. Alright, let's see. Let's see what's going on with your money. What's going on with this person's money when it comes to this? The past and solitude. Right now you're alone, but there's friends that you need. There's like-minded people in the community that have been through the same thing. I've been through the same thing that want to help you. You've made mistakes and you've been in solitude. You know, nobody knows about this. Maybe you're afraid of people knowing about this. Maybe you're afraid by helping others that are going through the same thing that you'll have to be recognized. You have animals and you are in solitude with your animals. Alright, Spirit, talk to me about this person's money. Network is here. Gaia is here. We have two on the floor. Rescuer. And activation. You're activating your soul purpose and receiving gifts. Awaken your soul and tap into your ancestral memory and inner wisdom. Focusing too much on the material world instead of the spiritual world. Stop thinking about the money that you need so much. Start thinking more about the help that you can do. Start creating by drawing or sketching or writing out your plan. Start thinking more about the good you can do rather than what you don't have. You want to be a rescuer. Someone in your life may help you to get back on track. You might be somebody who rescues animals, or you're in a heroic profession. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Just don't give up. Network. Networking can help grow your money. Marketer, public relations, brand manager, or any career in networking. You're trying to do too much. You need support. You have to have help. You have to have this help right here. This Three of Cups. You have to work together with others who share your same vision. And there are others who share your vision. And trust that the universe has a better plan than you do. Protecting the planet, herbalism, and working with animals in some way. So you may work with animals by rescuing them also, or you may use rescue animals to help these children. Spend time with nature to be healed, soothed, and to be regrouped. There's a card in the wrong deck, and it is a twin flame card. Somebody was abandoned. Somebody was abandoned. And there's something legal. Talk to me, Spirit, about what was abandoned. What was abandoned? Okay. Something was gonna, either somebody was abandoned. Okay, here's what it says. It says that somebody was being controlling. They were using control tactics because they knew it wasn't the right time to take action, to start something new, but they were trusting. So maybe you had this idea and you abandoned it. Or you could have abandoned a union. Why was it not the right time? Oh my God. Because you were remembering and awakening to something new. A new place to live. A new place to work. An Ace of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. What's the outcome of that? You're going to have union. There's distance right now, but somebody's going to take a leap of faith to integrate and have union. Even though they're going to come and see you, even though you might as well go ahead and make the bed and get ready. Make a bed for them and expect it, because you have company coming. You have company coming, or you are going to leave, abandon someone to go and stay with someone else because somebody needs healing. What's going on with the legal card? This is being transformed. This is becoming you're overcoming this for unity. And you're going to stop pretending like you don't believe. There's something you've been pretending, you've been faking about your beliefs, but it's fate. You're going on a divine detour, baby. Anything else we need to know about their money? Whoa. Did not see that coming. Somebody here's an entertainer, a motivator. Somebody's money came to a halt. Somebody's going to make an investment in parenthood. You know what that means. And it has something to do with your real estate. Why did their money come to a halt? It had to do with their home, their comfort, and them being the leader. What's going to be the outcome? They're a crafter. They're doing odd jobs. They're using their spirituality. They're a helper. Their beauty is here. They had setbacks because of a rebel. But now they've made peace. Outcome of the rebel and setbacks. There's going to be a gift. Somebody's being persistent when it comes to science and some mistakes. There's a counselor here who's with sport, and their soul tribe is here. And their stability is also here. Talk to me, Spirit. Show me how this happened. It's time to talk money. What's being hidden? What's being hidden? That love can hurt like hell. What's being shown? I guess so, when you've been abused as a child. That you have to keep shit clean. And what's going to happen next? Whoa, that's a lot of cards. You're going to work out, get hot and sweaty. You're irritated. You're going to forgive. Because people are messy and you have to love them anyway. You're hot, smart, and you have a great ass. Your person's lucky, you're going to remind them. It isn't personal, and homemade food is foreplay. With unplug, turn it all off, it turns them on, and you're fucking stressed. Wow, Spirit, give me something to give this person to take with them. Okay, Spirit wants me to give you something very special. I don't take these cards out very often because they're lengthy, but this is something that you need as somebody who is an abused person and who's going to, too many cards. I'm going to get one, please, from Spirit. One. Thank you, Spirit. You're the best. Oh my goodness. You may have been suicidal. Beyond death, life, number one. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, you remember the little girl in the water? Beyond that point, no trace remains, Rumi. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to fire. This ending comes as grace to free you from all that you have known, for what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your unnecessity with equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I will unravel you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure beyond all experience, unattained, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness and wholeness leads to divine revelation. The purpose of the soul incarnating in this world in the first place is to realize its divinity through the sacred crucible of life. The older the soul, the closer it is to the realization of divine oneness, and the more powerful its discrimination to shed that which would constrain complete and conscious immersion into the divine presence. So here you are, an old soul at the edge of something you have known, at the cusp of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. Yet this moment is happening because your own divine soul has chosen for it to be this way, so that love may grow. There is no punishment in this ending, nor is there anything to fear. There may be pain, there may be grief and loss, there may be uncertainty and even insecurity, yet you have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. Your heart is even big enough to receive the joy that is lying in wait for you as you stumble across her in the course of your clumsy inspired travails into new life. You can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly about as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding every unfolding moment of your life journey. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you in unflinching generosity, with compassion and with fierce passion for your blossoming into all that you are, all that you can be. Sorry for the interruption. So what must you do to receive this divine grace? I think that's where you can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly about as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding you every unfolding moment of your life journey, no matter how dark it may appear. The divine is with you, unfolding generosity and compassion, and with fierce passion for you, blossoming into all that you are, all that you can be. So what must you do to receive this divine grace, this new life? You must be willing to face death. It may be that death has come to you in the form of a loss of a beloved one, a physical loss that takes you into the darkest despair and depths of your grieving heart. It may be the death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situation you once relied upon. It could also be in the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities having shown themselves to be inaccurate, mere ego, masked, too small for the great being that you are starting to suspect you may be, and you are. Your death may be a choice to let go, to take a step in a new direction, to move homes, to end a relationship, to change career, or to step away from a religious or philosophical tradition or group or teacher. Your death may not feel as though it has come by choice at all. It may be a sickness that leaves you feeling helpless in a relationship or other life circumstance changing when you wish with all your heart that it would not. Your transition through this death may be triggered by an inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down. Nonetheless, it powerfully propels you away from that what has been and toward untapped possibilities, perhaps even towards great confusion as you encounter life in a new way, feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead of you now. How to deal with this grace, hidden though it may be in the first appear to be under the cloak of crisis, is up to you. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose, if you wish, to rest your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death. Gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you have in your life, you are untainted and will be more easily able to trust in the divine love, in what the divine love has for you. You won't question your worthiness, and therefore you will trust in life more easily, more fully, no matter how much is asked of you at times. The divine is a restless lover. It waits and wants nothing less It wants nothing less than your total being to be held and embraced. Sometimes that means we will have to give up less loves for the greater lover, the divine love that calls unto us to remember our true nature. You are a beautiful, blazing soul having a human experience that defies explanation and opens up to a divinity. That is what is happening in your life now, whether your death is obvious and painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is yet showing up in your life. Either way, there is an ending imminent and new beginning coming in your life with greater opportunity for you. Your radiant soul to shine is beauty in the world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear or hesitation. Focus on what is becoming whilst honoring what is no longer to be. Sacred honoring ritual, and I would try this if I were you. You won't feel anything at first, but it will begin to show up in time when it's meant to. Place your hands on your heart. Say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your loving grace. Please help me relax what I no longer need. Upon your loving grace. What is too small for my great light, help me recognize the purity of my own being so that I can more easily trust in the divine love calling to me. Like an insistent lover in every moment, I breathe in your compassionate grace now. Thank you, my beloved. Keeping your hands resting on your heart in the center of your chest, simply breathe in and out gently and easily. Focus on the feeling of your hands on your chest. Do this for as long as you feel good. And when you've finished, open your eyes. You've finished your honoring ritual. Continue to do that if you'd like, because I want to talk to you about something. What I see here is it hasn't really been talked about that much. It was a little, if you were paying attention or if this was your reading, you know what I'm talking about. You do have a soul connection, a soul tie, a twin flame that you were supposed to have a union with. You still are, and there's a transformation happening. So it could be that this person is still planning on coming to you. It looks like they're planning on abandoning someone for you. Let's look at that. Clarify abandonment. Clarify abandonment, please. Somebody's, oh my God, look. Somebody's worth waiting for when it comes to a divine union. That's what I thought. And it's up to you what you do with this, but something is going to have to die. And death is Pluto. It's a transformation. In order for this relationship to work, somebody has to have an ego death, or they could have already been through a death. They've been waiting a long time for this, and it could be that they decided they're no longer going to wait, that they're over waiting. They deserve better than to have to wait, and they're over the waiting. Let's see what these cards have to say. What would these cards say about this divine relationship? That you had a spiritual lesson. They were put in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And that's what it kind of felt like. Like they were put in your life to teach you a lesson. The lessons have been learned. You know that love can hurt like hell. And now it may be time for the two of you to move on. It's time for you to take care of yourself for sure. Anything else they need to know here? Somebody needs to take a leap of faith because something they were doing was strictly sexual. So maybe the fact that you had been sexually abused as a child caused you to get into a relationship with somebody strictly sexual because you associate sex with beauty and love. And you're going to take a leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. What's the move they're considering? We're going to have an apology when it comes to something that happened with some money, with a past life love that they regret. So you took money or something from somebody knowing that I don't think you knew that it was a union, a divine union. I think you played along with it and they trusted you. What's going to be the outcome here? That's a lot of freaking cards. There's going to be patience. You're going to have some time apart. Somebody's been rejected and they were longing for children. Alright. Why were they longing for children? Because it was fate. There's a warning here and denial. What do you mean warning and denial? There needed to be forgiveness. You needed to wait. Somebody had to have an awakening and healing needed to happen. There needs to be boundaries. Where are they at now with all of this? There's marriage. You're accepting that somebody's married. Alright, so what should they do instead? There's going to be interference. And somebody's going to be unavailable. So there's going to be a second chance. Use your intuition. I'm not telling you to do this or don't do this. Just be mindful and follow Spirit's lead here, okay? This is how the angels are helping you. Miracles. gratitude, nature, and manifestation. Anything else? You're getting a lot of cards, sweetheart. Your faith is here. Your prayer life is here. And a very powerful love is here. With grace. Again, grace on the bottom of the deck. What would this twin flame, soulmate, divine union say to you, the collective? Whoever this is that's been through such horrific things. Who are you? You change up on me all the time. What else would they say to you? They would say, I know your fine ass is not single. I think I'm falling in love with you, and I'm afraid to tell you how I really feel about you. What would you say to them? I wish I was there with you, and if you only knew how much I care about you. And is the grass greener? So one of you is with somebody else, but you're obviously in love with one another. Alright, CHM5DTAJMH 4 GVDVPMN NFBNSUK XUWCRIO8 DFHPTW3Q. One more time. That was the number 6. KWCSAH8. Alright, may I have trinkets, please? For some reason, this card turned over. It's a bit too powerful card. Alright, I have You Are My Sunshine, a key, perhaps love, a Mustang or a horse, a piece of crystal. Every journey starts with one step. Oh my God, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Again, a hand, somebody's a card player, a butterfly because of that death, that transformation. What is for you will not pass you by. Another card player. A G. A G. A fancy heart. Another butterfly. A cross for Jesus. An angel and a compass. Alright, let's see what we can get out of this bowl. I have that key again, an angel, skeleton hand, piece of crystal, an angel, a wing, a lotus flower, the angel watching over the children on the bridge, a squid or an octopus, piece of turquoise with silver, cherries, the word wish, an infinity sign. You guys are connected infinitely. It's like, even if you separate in this life, you'll find each other again and again and again, even maybe in this life. The Eiffel Tower, a fairy with a crescent moon, and for some reason I have a bullet. Alright, guys, I want to give you a prayer for this reading. And if you were sexually abused as a child, I'm so sorry. And I do hope you will help other children to find that healing and that you have found it yourself. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Alright, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be back in the next video. Bye.